Cheers to
Salud.
This is Life. You know, we want to help people helping people. We are all here together. Why not be successful? Why not help each other? Why not be something? And there doesn't have to be so much picking and hating and judging. And this is a free judge zone. I don't judge anybody, and you always welcome in here. So
I judge people all the time.
Well, you know what, dude? Cheers to good friends, great energy, and a live chat room in this podcast. Hey, yo, this is life. Thank you, everyone. Newcomers, oldcomers, friends, family. We love you all. Shout the fuck out. If you're afraid to talk to me or if I am too aggressive for you, go fuck yourself. But if you're not and you're interested in talking, please pick up the phone, holler at me. My own experiences, I left at 16. I moved out when I was 16 years old, people. I had 3 jobs, my own apartment, and I had a baby, and I had things to deal with. My husband will tell you, I am a fighter, I am a strong person, and I am Jess. There's nothing less, and he is Rocky, and he never gives me anything less, and that's what's so important. I am so damn blessed to have you as my partner in crime.
Always, baby.
We don't need friends, you know why?
Because
we have each other. Cheers on that.
Cheers on
Salud.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're bugging. Well, I guess.
Can't even take that. What? No, what? You need to go into what? Let's get this party started.
We are live.
Tuesday. This is how we do it, guys. We have a lot of sporadic and different topics that I want to go bounce from back and forth. So bear with me. There is a number at the bottom of that screen. So if you feel like joining in or saying anything, please do not hesitate to call. I love when people, join in, I guess, and say things.
Yeah. I love when people join in and say things.
Well, you guys are just sitting here. I feel like I'm the only one that's like all riled up. It's like, there she goes. So why don't we kick off with this whole 3-eyed snake thing? How cool is it that they found this? I'm going to pull up the article here so that since you're better with reading and stuff, I'm going to give it to you. But they had found this 3-eyed snake. I'm not
I got
kidding.
a 1-eyed snake.
Yeah, Rocky, why are you going to be so fresh for? That's the first thing you go to is right to his cock. Now, here's the article.
First thing you go to.
Was it... it is the first thing I fucking go to, but at the same time, we don't have to tell everybody that I love to go for that.
First of all, Australia, what is wrong with you?
Why is there something wrong with them?
Because the name of this city or wherever the hell this is Humpty Doo.
Humpty Doo.
How is it any worse than Bangkok?
Oh yeah, seriously, they do have some pretty fucked up
honestly,
names.
in Humpty Doo, Australia, park rangers in Australia made an unusual discovery along the side of the highway. A snake with a third functioning eye on top of its head. That's the weird part, it was functioning.
Could you fucking imagine that?
How does it see? It must be all out of fucking sorts. I want to see how this thing moves around.
Then they can see everything. Everything.
Yeah, but your 2 eyes work together as one. You get what I'm saying?
No, because if you don't have one, you still have the other.
I understand that, but you don't see 2 separate images, do you? You see 1 image.
Actually, it depends, because Zach has a muscular issue with his eyes.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Most people.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, your eyes work as one.
He's just like, you know what, bitch? Enough. Enough.
Anyway, so it's got a third eye that works. Now, that's fucking weird. Now, I would love to see this thing moving. Because you would think its movement would be all fucked up.
If you guys look on it, you can find the article if you wanted to read up on it. It's on ABC 7. It's a 3-eyed snake found along highway in Humpty Doo, Australia. So, yeah, it's pretty actually creepy looking,
Yeah,
actually.
gnarly
It's like,
looking.
fucking weird.
It's real gnarly looking.
That middle eye would totally, rip through somebody just by looking at it.
I don't know.
it... No, I don't want you to press play anyway. But you look at that and you go, do you move? Do you not move? Do you show fear?
My boy had that video up where he was golfing and he had some
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
like
that
diamondback
snake.
fucking snake
Yeah.
on the course right next to his ball.
Oh, that's so funny. For a second, I had to go, what? When he said ball, I'm like, where was it?
Yeah, and my head's in the gutter.
Were you? Oh, my
And
God.
my head's in the gutter.
Well, because, you know,
Always right to my dick. See?
no, it wasn't.
See?
What can I say? I love it.
It's that good. I mean,
No,
it's
but
just
seriously
instinct.
though, like you think about it, he said ball, and then it was like quick. So I was like, oh my God, was it up his leg? You know?
No. You saw the video.
I don't remember. You know, like that happens.
Golf
I don't
clubs and
remember.
shit.
So I have these awesome notes I found that they're super hysterical. They're like notes that people have left on others' windshields, right? So when you think about that, you know how many times I wanted to just be like, you know, why do you have to fucking do this? Or why park on a slant, you fucking asshole? Like, you know, you say things in your head, but I would never think to like write a note.
No, and you know why? Because you're not an asshole. An asshole would leave a note, you know, because I have to be heard. You have to know what I was thinking. You have to know.
That's true. It's
what
kind
I
of
was
like,
thinking.
yeah, you need to know. Maybe they didn't want to know what you were
Like
thinking.
me, I would just go, "What a fucking asshole," and move on with my life.
Right. It's like what I do.
You're
Yeah,
now
yeah.
involving pen and paper of someone who maybe parked shitty.
All right. So this person put on a windshield and they wrote, your vehicle occupies 2 parking spaces. You must be special or Republican.
Oh my god.
Like, why you got to go there?
What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Like,
You
why
know?
did they bring it to that level?
Like,
But
what,
some
and what
people-
if they weren't? What if they were like a Democrat? And it's like, why'd you call me a Republican? Now
I
I'm
don't
not even
know.
insulted. I'm just confused.
I don't know. So this next person like went above and beyond and they printed a picture of a pig and they wrote next to it.
Was it Amy Schumer?
No, you are
Call back from earlier.
you are a parking pig. Parking is you are a parking pig. Parking is at a premium in this neighborhood. Did you really need to take up 2 spaces? Your neighbors need to park too. Be considerate of others. And there's a fucking picture of a pig.
What kind of cars are they? That's the other thing.
You know, that doesn't show the cars. It just shows the windshield.
I would love to see the cars. And are these even real or
These are notes that people had left.
No, but I mean, what if someone just was like creatively just wrote one? and
I
put
don't
it
know.
on
They
their
all
own
look.
car?
They're different writing. There's all different
Yeah,
scenes. I don't
alright,
think so.
yeah.
This one says, "Please don't reproduce," and there's a condom on the piece of paper. Like, were they that bad of a parker? You say don't reproduce.
Either
Like,
way,
what if they couldn't
again,
reproduce now?
And
You
where'd
jerk.
you get the condom?
It was probably in his pocket. You know,
in his
I mean,
wallet.
people helping people.
I wouldn't use that condom.
You never know. Probably
Really small. Looks like a little toy.
It did look a little small one. This one says, learn to park. Hold on, fucking phone. Learn to park with manners. You must think I am a bloody sardine.
Oh my god.
Like, what the fuck? I know that people sometimes park so close that passenger
That's
side
a
you
British
can't open.
person, though.
But you could go in the passenger side,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying, again, don't be like fucking assholes. Or if they walked out, I would be like, you're a dick. But to write a note is really extreme, like going a little bit
It's a little
further.
much. It's a little much.
Don't you think it's a little bit crazy?
It absolutely
You're a
is.
very aggressive person to do that.
You ready to laugh?
Of course.
So this woman printed up a picture of a dog, and the dog says, "I'm giving you the paper says I'm giving you this dog. His name is Spot. I thought you might want him, as you seem to be trying to take as many spots as possible. Hope this helps."
That's actually
That is really funny. I mean, it is really funny.
I wasn't listening to you. I was reading Kay's comment.
Real
That's
fucking-
Kay's is creative though.
What'd she say?
My husband and I were just talking about leaving coloring books on people who can't park in the lines. That's clever. See, that I appreciate.
Would you tape a crayon?
I'm giving you this dog. His name is Spot. I thought you might want him, as you seem to be trying to take as many spots as possible. Now, this motherfucker had this shit printed.
Yeah, there's and the other one too. The pig one too was a printed paper.
Like, either you have
So you
these
went
on
into
you,
work or wherever you were.
or you have these on you. Like
Did you
like
imagine someone
carry
goes,
these
I'm
around.
bringing out 5 today.
Yeah, yeah.
5 people are going to piss me off.
They're just searching for
And they're
fucking
putting them on
driving
people's
through
cars.
Kmart parking
Look
lots.
at my portfolio. and
Well,
my car.
you know, Grumpy Cat does not like people parking in his spot. Next time, it's Toad.
Ew.
Grumpy Cat.
These people should be taken out back and beaten with sticks.
It's just a lot. I think you're putting a lot of effort into being a dick. But, I mean,
Like, that person didn't put any effort into being a dick. They just parked real quick and hopped out, probably in a rush.
This one is so fucking aggressive, dude. If somebody would left this on my car, I would have waited to see the person that wanted to say that it was them and probably shoved it up their ass. It says, it printed, "Hiya, you suck at parking. Seriously. Try considering others while you park. The world doesn't revolve around you and your needs."
You know what I wish? I wish that person parked like in a tizzy because someone they know was just stabbed at that location that they're at.
Exactly,
and
a
they're-
fucking emergency.
And they ran into an ambulance with their loved one who's now dying from a stabbed wound, and you're ticked off because they parked funky.
It's the truth. And you don't even know what
Like-
people are going through.
Same thing.
But you think about it. You don't know what the fuck they're going through, yet we're so quick to respond with these messages. I mean, come on. This person is out of control. What the hell?
Oh my
What does
God,
that
covers
say?
the whole windshield.
What is that, peanut butter? Read this. Or I can't. There's so many.
Less expensive than having it towed.
Would they smear shit all over?
Peanut butter.
It looks like peanut butter they smeared all over somebody's windshield. It looks like peanut butter.
Oh, a cop did this.
We are happy to. I can't even read. That's the words are just too small for me. This is fucking ridiculous. Good morning, Speed Racer. Thank you for performing such a vital community service. All of your neighbors greatly appreciate your wake-up call every morning at 7:30. However, I should inform you that
Revving your engine.
revving, I just said peving, revving your engine while it is old will likely blow a hose. I can't even. These people
All
write like
this
fucking
is
idiots.
crashing hard, babe.
This-
Let's
you know
let's
why
move
though?
on.
Because I can't. Read
I know
the words.
it's all right. It's they're fucking assholes. That's the whole point of this thing. You people are assholes if you leave a note. I have a story here that I've been sitting on for a while that kind of blew my mind. This goes back to February 1st. All right, that's how long I've been sitting on this one. Headline reads: Mom, my child's babysitter returned him dead in a car seat.
Wait, what?
What?
Well, let's read it. A Wisconsin mom who experienced every parent's worst nightmare relived the horror of discovering a babysitter had returned her 2-month-old dead in a car seat.
Why the? What the fuck?
Now, it won't let me read anymore. But did you think she wouldn't notice? Like, what did she say? Oh, he's sleeping, and then just like,
Well, in her defense, though, like babies do eat and sleep. So if she drove around maybe because the baby was crying and tried to stop it crying, like that is something that parents do. However, as a babysitter, I wouldn't take a 2-month-old out. They usually don't go outside till like the first 3 months.
why is someone babysitting your 2-month-old to begin with?
And maybe they had to go back to work.
You
Some
got
people have to
maternity,
work.
3 months. 3 months.
I don't know. I guess maybe, right?
I only had 3 weeks with Zach.
Yeah, that was how long ago?
That was a very
The
long
laws
time.
have changed. You get 3 months. Men get a month now.
It's just crazy. I mean, I don't understand how people can. I mean, don't you like look at the person that is watching the kids read back their stuff? Like, don't you?
I just don't understand, any of it. It's really weird. For one, like, did the woman know she was dead? Heather, here we go. Said her son, caretaker, handed over his lifeless body and pretended he was alive.
What?
Is accused of bundling the dead baby in a snowsuit, pulling his cap over his eyes, and placing him in the car seat. He was likely dead for 2 hours when he returned from her care.
Oh my God.
I started unpacking Benson, and I was like, why are his lips like they were like stuck together? So I was like, oh my God. And I unzipped his snowsuit and took him out, and he's like hard. Oh my God, the mother.
Why was he in a snowsuit? Where are they?
Wisconsin, so it's cold.
Oh, okay. Why did this woman take him out?
She was pregnant, this woman, and a mother of 5. She was charged with first-degree intentional homicide.
Oh,
Wow, that's
intentional?
yeah. You're fucked.
Whoa. I mean, at the same time, like, I would look at the parents and say, why was it all right that she drive around with your 2-month-old?
She later confessed she was aware the baby wasn't alive when she returned him, but claimed she didn't kill the infant. Admitted going to McDonald's with her boyfriend and the baby's body. Oh my God.
What?
An autopsy revealed the boy died of blunt force head injuries.
Oh my God.
So this baby was beaten or something.
What?
That's fucked
Because
up.
they want
Didn't kill him though.
Yeah, right?
It might have been the boyfriend.
Yeah, it could have been the boyfriend.
Maybe the baby was
I
crying
read a
too
story
much.
today. This guy, he was playing video games, watching his 1-month-old, and he fucking lost, punched the 1-month-old in the head, and threw the controller and shit. Kid died. Yeah.
They just had, I recently just was talking to Anna about it. This woman, this Indian woman had, it was on the news and everything. She had a baby and her husband were in the house. The baby was like 2 months or 3 months old. And she killed the baby. The family that was in the house called the cops. The cops went to the house. And at first they were trying to arrest the father. They were like, the father did it. The baby was dead. It got smashed. She smashed it in the head with something. And everybody in the family was like, it wasn't him, it was her. So she got arrested. And when they brought her in, she said to them, I didn't want the baby. I'm like, so you know how many fucking people would do anything for
to
a
have the
baby?
baby.
Like, what are you fucking kidding me? You smash it? Like, you know, I can't help but think that these people that do these things to other human beings are not
humans like that. Like I said, with jokingly about the note people, literally should be taken out back and just shot in the head and thrown in the hole.
I just don't
Just
understand
done with. You shouldn't exist.
I have 3 kids. I have definitely gotten to a point where I have screamed, yelled, I have slapped my wall, I've slammed my door, I've pushed one of my Scentsy waxes over. I've had my temper tantrums, but I have never said to myself, I'm gonna punch that baby in the face. Like, you
the thought
must
of
be
hitting my kids
really
have never even
fucking
crossed my mind.
losing it. To look at a baby and go, oh, like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
Aggression.
I'm totally against people hitting kids, even like smacking, spankings, because
Look, at 10 years old or eye level is game on for me. I'm not going to let my
you can't
kids
just start
at 10,
swinging on kids.
12. No, but I would slap my kids in the mouth if they were ever disrespectful, and I would give my kids spankings if they felt. They don't get spankings. I don't hit my children, but as an adult growing up, a young teen, if they were disrespectful, I would definitely slap my kid in the mouth.
Let me reiterate that. Let me actually fix it. Grown men should never spank, hit kids.
Oh, no, grown men, yes, big
Yes.
difference. I feel the same way about
Ever.
that. I'm not interested.
Ever.
I think that it's a little bit...
If the mother does it, I'm like, all right.
It's a little aggressive, I think, for the dad, especially when it's a girl. You know, like I think that I mostly discipline my girls. And my son, you know, even when Rocky disciplines, I always step in and stop him from being angry. And I, you know, because I'm the mom. But I will tell my kids to fuck off. And I don't care who likes it or who doesn't like it. You know, like I have a 19-year-old about to be 20. I tell her to fuck off. My son's going to be 10. He's a little shit. And my other daughter's 3. She's going to be 4. So I have like all 3 annoying ages. And I'm not going to pussyfoot around with my kids. But I would never think to hit a fucking kid. Like, who can? I just don't know how somebody can rationalize with themselves. Like, this is something that's a quarter size of your leg.
Especially an infant. Like, it's I can't. You know what? This is what I can attribute some of it to. Maybe the lack of sleep. People do, you know, lose their shit. You know, and it's a moment of, like, you know.
Well, you know, in 7 years, I've probably lost it 3 or 4 times.
No, and I'm not saying it's right, but I can I'm trying to like rationalize any thought, and that's really what I could think of. Because when you do have a new baby, you don't sleep.
It's
you
true.
know, you're very tired, and now all of a sudden something happens and just triggers. Some people just
a lot of things also too are different in a relationship when you just have a baby.
Again,
there's no like sex all the time, so you're really frustrated. You know, you got a lot of things to catch up on because of the fucking fact that you weren't, you know, you were pregnant, you couldn't do things. It's a lot of fucking stress.
You would have to assume anyone who kills a baby is remorseful about it. I doubt anyone's like, you're fucking right, I killed that baby.
No,
you know what
sure,
I mean?
of course. And
like
in the heat of the moment, they feel different, but like a Hulk issue, Jekyll and Hyde. But at the same time, that's still like,
oh, it's awful and it's terrible.
That's just something you can't bounce back from, and I don't feel like that someone should be out in the street.
Oh no, absolutely not. No. I'm not saying that at all.
You know, back to my
I'm
whole, I think
saying,
there should
yeah.
be an island where all of these pedophiles and molesters and gang members and
And they should have
robbers
like battle
all
royale.
that's it. Be all by themselves. Go ahead, fuck with
Yeah.
each other, dude.
And
You
we
guys
should
want to be
watch
that kind
it
of
on
people? Be that
pay-per-view.
kind of people. But
They all
stay the
get
fuck away
weapons.
from us.
Who could survive the island?
That's so crazy, dude. I pray
Love
for
it.
any babies that go through things like that.
How
You know?
fucking crazy would that show be, though? You get all like rapists, pedophiles, murderers. You throw them on an island, and you just supply them with certain weapons that they gotta find, and it's like a reality show, just a long.
What do you
fucking,
drop animals? Like you got to kill your own food.
Yeah, survive, and fucking the winner gets a free pass
For what?
to be free.
Oh, lose their sentence?
Mm-hmm.
People might be apt to do that. People might be apt to do
That'd be a
that.
fucking dope show.
So it would be a dope show. It would be. You know, recently I
I
always
feel like whoever would survive that would be the one that I wouldn't want most.
You never,
Probably,
you
yeah,
never
of
know.
course.
But you might have that wrongly convicted guy.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know, like Nick Cage in Con Air.
yes,
And
right,
he's
right.
got, he's got to get home to his daughter and his wife.
and it's yeah,
Of
it
course
was a very,
it
it was
was.
actually a very good.
Con
movie,
Air's
yeah.
awesome.
I love that guy, the bad guy on the plane. What was his name?
John Malkovich.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
him a lot.
Cyrus.
I love
Cyrus the Virus.
him
He was
as
awesome.
An actor, he's great.
Yeah, Malkovich is the man.
So, you know how we always talk about like the changes in the decades and stuff like that, and the kids go through different things. We all go through different things. We were talking about Lake Ronkonkoma and how
What defined your decade?
that was a really good radio voice. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it was.
That was like, imagine when you walk in the door.
Hey, were
No.
you born in 1990? Well, we got a hit for you. Here's Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, he's like a really good disc jockey. Here we are, coming from 105.4. Like
It's 105.3, the Radio Shark.
oh my god. But no, right. So the things change, right? Back in the day, Lake Ronkonkoma used to be like a fucking hopping off place, and there used to be a slide there, and like it was like I never
It was
even
the
knew this.
spot.
I never knew anything
Yeah,
about
it was
that.
the hot spot.
See, I was more of a Robert Street farm.
No. This is back in the 50s and the
Yeah, we're talking
40s
about
and the
back,
60s.
Back. It used to be like a big kind of
Way back,
hangout, and then
yeah.
we discuss how it changed. So sometimes I get interested in these things. I want to figure out like what were the downfalls in each decade, like for teens at the time, like we go through these epidemics when it comes to like drugs and alcohol, like what was the most popular, what has changed, what gets stronger, what gets weaker, what's get more man-made. They figure out so many ways to make things now that people can just mix anything they want together, and they say, oh, this is ecstasy, oh, this is this, and you never really know what you're getting. So like in the eras,
So many people OD now.
it's so crazy because when I was younger, I don't really remember people talking about drugs. And then growing up, getting to like 10th grade is when I started to hear about ecstasy and cocaine. But when I was younger, I had no idea about this stuff because I was on lockdown, like with my family, like until I
The only
broke
thing I
free.
really knew about when I was a kid
It was
like,
marijuana. It was
that
weed,
and
right?
You learned about like in the DARE program at school.
Right. Yes, exactly. But I've never actually seen these drugs like in front of my face. So like if we think about it, it was 60s, I think Richie was telling me, right? LSD. Heroin.
Yeah.
And then 70s was more heroin, marijuana, and
Pills in the
Pills.
70s, Quaaludes and stuff like that.
it's just, don't they understand, like, by seeing these things, these are like the strong drugs, right? The ones that stick around, that, wherever we're getting, like, the basis of it from, wherever it's coming into the country, whoever's selling it is not the problem. It's the addicts that get addicted to it that want.
No one looks at a heroin addict and goes, I'm going to do heroin and become a junkie. They go, all right, I'll do it, but that won't happen to me.
Right, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
no, but exactly, but that's the kind of drug, and most of them are like, they can just one time.
Yeah.
You build like this, I need it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just goes from like era to era. But what I'm saying is like in all these times, like how come we've never been able to?
Also with heroin, to be fair, not to cut you off.
No,
but
that's right.
With heroin, now think about it. In the 90s, when we were, let's say, 13, 14, when Kurt Cobain died, or Shannon Hoon died. Well, Kurt Cobain didn't die from an overdose, but he was a known heroin user.
Right.
All the
He
musicians.
was?
Yeah. Shannon Hoon died from an OD of heroin. Scott Weiland used heroin. Fucking the Stones were using heroin. People in the music industry been using heroin forever. So I think heroin becomes something when like coke. Like coke becomes a drug that becomes more in your face when you're older.
Right.
Like it's not something like when you're 12 to let's say 16, 17, it's pot, acid, ecstasy, mushrooms,
Right,
stuff like that. When you get into the club scene or the bar scene and you're older, that's when coke, that's when real drugs start popping up in your face when you're out in the club or the bar or, know.
I just, to be honest, I just never really had it so much in my face. I mean, now that I deal with Brianna and stuff like that, I feel
and
I
was the
more
other
know
thing.
about it,
When you're younger, you're really scared of drugs, So and heroin is like I would never.
Right.
But as you get older and you do drugs,
I remember the first time I took ecstasy, I was super fucking scared because my parents always told me the story. That one kid took a trip and he tripped the rest of his life. I was so scared, but
But and you do drugs as you get older, and you go, okay, well, that wasn't so bad. I survived that. Let me try this, and that's how it happens. It's an evolution. Are there gateway drugs? No, I don't think there are. I think you're gonna do what you're gonna do regardless of what you did first. Like, if there's gateway drugs, if anything, it's alcohol. If you're going to point a finger, but marijuana gets the finger pointed at it. But we did it here. Everybody had a sip of alcohol before marijuana. But like I said, it's a steps thing. So that's why when you were younger, you don't see it. But all the rock and roll stars are dropping dead around us from heroin.
Yeah, yes. They are. And to be honest with you, I feel like the people that live in the street are the ones that most of the time that you hear of the overdoses because they're not living like the rich people who can continuously get their fix or, have somebody to help them, God forbid something goes wrong.
And they're the ones that are getting the shit that's cut up with.
Right. And they're getting, and everybody else gets bottom rank, of course, but... So yeah, anyway, I just kind of was going through it and I wanted to hear everybody's opinions.
Shout out to Joey in the chat and Captain Spaulding. Shout out to your mom for retiring.
Oh.
Joey said in the 70s and 80s, crack in the 80s was bad and the coke. Even glue, he wrote.
Glue?
But coke in the 80s was and the mid to late 70s was really big because it was new. And it was like it wasn't new, but it was like a status thing. Like if you did coke, you were you were a big shot.
So
I was always so chicken shit to do any of that. I think I did ecstasy maybe twice.
No, ecstasy was my favorite, and
Whippets twice.
Oh, I never did a whippet.
All I ever did was smoke weed.
Yeah, I liked ecstasy was my favorite, but like, because as a kid, I just wanted to be like, dink, dink, dink. I don't like that
I
downer
liked weed.
shit.
Weed was always
I don't
my
like downer
favorite.
stuff. No.
I'd go to the club and smoke a blunt before, not even drink, and just chill and smoking weed.
I could never be in a club stoned. I'd fall asleep.
No,
the music
yeah.
would be too loud. I'd be
We
uncomfortable.
smoked weed all day, like every day.
No. It's so crazy, though, because, I never
But this was when I was like 17.
I've never even seen crack. What does crack look like?
It looks like white, yellowish rocks.
Yeah.
How do you know the difference between crack and something else? Like, how do you know the difference between these things? Like,
Crack's really cheap, and it would be stupid to substitute it for something more expensive. I mean, well, no, actually, no, it wouldn't be. How can you tell? I don't know. I guess the taste, the color of it.
Well, cocaine will numb you.
And crack is cooked with baking soda and however else they do it. I don't know what they do.
Why would they cook it with? I'm so out of the loop when it comes to the
But
drugs
then
thing.
they,
So
they
that's what I've been
because
looking
they're
up a lot,
cutting the coke
Trying
and
to
turning it
learn.
into a cheaper product, but using a lot of, getting a lot more out of their coke.
Right,
by
but so
making it into
So let
crack.
me ask you something. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So crack is like a cheap coke,
Yeah.
but you smoke it instead of sniff it.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
immediately addictive as well.
Like heroin.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now my next question. So what would get somebody who's doing like heroin to want to try something like crystal meth or that shit they have down in Florida, Flocka? Like, what are those? Are those lesser, like those are cheaper versions?
Wait, Flock of the stuff that makes them like.
Flock is like that
Like
synthetic
crazy,
weed.
yeah.
It's like synthetic weed or some shit.
It's crazy. I saw videos of this girl in a tree on a highway in Florida, and she's screaming from the tree, like humping the branch. She gets on. She's in like a bra and
seen
jeans.
that video.
She's
Yeah.
like dancing on the floor, and they're like, "Yo, that's that Flocka." That's how fucked up people getting down
Joey
there.
said a lot of people died from crack in the 80s. I remember, I was as a kid in the 80s in the DARE program. Crack was like Remember
Yes, it was weed and crack is all I heard about.
This is your brain on drugs, and then they had all the crack videos where like Johnny Depp would come in and talk about crack, or I think even Pee Wee. There's one with Pee Wee.
Yes.
I posted it on Instagram not too long ago.
Yes, there is.
They would have
right.
everybody just come out and talk about crack and how bad it is. I remember that was an epidemic. It was bad.
Yeah, and I just I'm asking and I'm talking about it because I really don't know too much about it. Yeah, what?
Salvia was a thing before me.
Yeah.
Bad stuff. Salvia? See, I heard good things about salvia.
What was salvia supposed to be like?
I don't know. But I heard it, it wasn't spices, synthetic weed. Kids were all fucked up from it.
There's a lot of kids actually that I do know that some of my clients one of their sons actually had a problem.
See,
with
I always
that.
just stuck with the fun drugs like, acid, mushrooms, weed, alcohol.
Acid was not fun. Acid was not fun. I did it once,
Says
never did
you.
it again. Shrooms was
Well,
all right.
you did it in the
it
worst
once.
surroundings ever.
Well, I was walking home. I mean, I took it at school and then I took it
brilliant.
in the pit and walked home. You know what? That was my first time. I don't know what the fuck to do it myself, and I walked out of my class.
Not do acid by yourself so you can walk around.
Well, someone gave it to me in the
Holtzville.
pit, and I was together with her. But then she went to her class, and I went to mine.
Yeah, awful
worst.
idea. Absolutely, I could imagine. Look up salvia videos. I'll check those out, Joey. But yeah, no, I only have fond memories of mushrooms and acid. I do have one bad
drugs
memory
are
on
for
acid.
Me, I feel like it just makes me feel like I don't have control, and I like to have control. For anybody who knows me,
They're legal.
I have a little bit of a control issue.
They're voting to legalize shrooms in Denver today.
Really?
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, actually. It's
Wild.
It's dangerous in ways because we were talking about it earlier that when you legalize something like look at how when the weed went legal in Colorado, everyone was there. Weed stores were selling out. They couldn't even supply.
Right.
They were selling so much weed. I'm just worried like the first week or two.
Oh my God, everything's all fucked up.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be all fucked up on mushrooms
And then
just,
be eating mad shit and at the stores, and that's really all that's going to happen with shrooms. I mean,
you don't eat on mushrooms.
I don't remember what it
You
felt
eat
like. I
the
was so
mushrooms, but you don't eat on them.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was like.
Fun.
So I have another really cool, funky topic that I want to talk about, and I'm glad Joey's in the room because he's a little bit more of a classic, like sophisticated, gentleman-looking man. He's not like
Oh, okay.
But
he could have a secret, is what we're getting at, right?
he could have a secret.
Yeah, so you got.
Oh yes, he could have a secret. You know what I mean? Like you. Would
I'm
look
not
at
saying
Joey,
he does. I'm just saying you
would
could look at
Joey
somebody.
and you would say, "Oh, he's a professional." He's in a band, so you could tell. You look at Rocky and be like, "Oh, he's funky, he's cool." You look at Nicole, you're like, "Oh, she bakes cakes. Jessica does hair, she's wild." But what if you were in a relationship with somebody and you really loved them, and you were just like, "I love them. I would do anything for them."
Like you're looking for rings,
And you're like, you're
looking at
you
dresses.
be with them forever, and they sit you down and they're like, "Look, I need to tell you something." And because you're in a relationship, you want to be honest. What you're not getting, what you do want, what you're not. You know what I mean? You want to tell people because that's how you grow in the relationship. I'll say to Rocky, well, I actually never had to say to Rocky, but in the beginning, if I liked something or didn't like something, so he can pick up on my patterns. Right. So you're together, you're fucking, you're into it, and all of a sudden they sit you down and tell you, "So I need you to do something for me to be satisfied sexually." And I've always had a thing for taking my big toe and sticking it in ears. Or I really like to pick somebody's nose. I like
pick
to
your
bite
nose
my
and wipe
toenails
boogers on my chest.
Right. Or I like to bite my toenails. I heard that on the
the Pauly
that
D
Pauly
thing.
show. The girl likes to bite her toenails when she's nervous.
Yeah, she bites her toenails.
I want to know what weird shit people have heard, or what would be their deal breakers. If somebody said to me, "You know what, Jessica, I can't be with you unless you let me stick, my finger up your nose until I can feel the top of your fucking skull," that's something they like. I wouldn't do it. Would you do something if you really loved somebody,
only
even
get
if they
off.
wanted it?
Depends on what it is. I don't.
Yeah, well, of course it depends on what it
Definitely
is.
depends on what it is. I don't think I would pick somebody's nose or let them pick my nose.
No, but what if I'm saying that? What if that's their fetish? You hear people who like to chew on soap.
Any weird fetish,
Yeah,
if
you
they were
weird
treat me like a
shit.
baby, those baby men.
Yes, yes.
No, I don't think I could do that. I feel like
If
you have to
you're-
be a little disturbed.
Well, all right, yeah, you might feel this. I see that would be your breaker. I mean, my breaker would just be like an odd place.
See, a lot of the guys like it for the humiliation factor, like the weird ones like that, like the whippings and stuff like that.
Oh, they like to be put down by women.
Yeah, like a lot of it's humiliation.
I could maybe get.
Can you get into that with some boots and a little whip and black, some fucking
I could have
pleather?
I mean, there's not many things I won't try at least once.
Right, especially if you love somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about a donkey punch? Would you let a guy donkey punch you?
Where would he dock you?
In the back of the head. That's the official donkey punch. Is you're hitting it from
I never knew
behind.
that whole thing. He tells me it's a donkey punch is when a guy's fucking you from the behind. He punches you in the head.
Yeah, right when he's coming. When he's coming, he just punches.
Punches you?
Yeah.
Like punches you in the back of the head.
Punches you in the back of the
Donkey
head.
punch.
No.
Oh. That's like,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Oh.
That was good. Turn Nicole mic up, please.
Who?
Nicole.
Oh. It's the truth. I mean, I want to know, like, Cindy, you know, like, did you ever have anything to do with feet? I won't do, bro. You know what? What would it be? Like, I don't know. I think that if someone was like, I like to lick
Like scat,
eyelids.
like, you know, I want
I
to
like
shit
to
on your
lick.
chest.
I want to lick your eyelid. Like,
that's off limits for
ooh,
me.
shitting and pissing. I'm not into urine.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I don't want
I'm
anyone
into that.
peeing
None
on
of
me
that
either.
nasty shit.
Yeah, please don't pee
Some
on
people
me.
do like that, like the 2-girl 1 cup thing. You know what I mean? Like they do eat shit.
Yeah,
and
there's
they
people
do
that like to
it.
have other people vomit in their mouth.
Yes, like there are. Look at you getting already choked up talking about it. You see his face? He's like, he swallowed. It was really thick. He couldn't even take it. For real though.
That's
I
nasty.
still have nightmares about that. I still can't believe you guys showed me that. That was so
That was.
so gross.
I'm telling you, it's just for me.
Next
I
Christmas
think,
Eve, you should sit around with your whole family and be like, I got to show you this video,
my God.
I
guys.
got this dope ass video. You guys are gonna love it.
Perfect for the
You
holidays.
should show the boys.
What do you think? Kano hasn't
Be
seen
like, You
it?
think you know a girl? Before you make out with her, find
Hold
out
on.
her fetishes. All right.
Do you think Kano hasn't seen it?
I don't think he's seen that. Two girls,
He
one
went
cup.
away to college. He's most likely seen that
I'm
video.
texting him. I don't think he's seen it. I'm sending him the link right now.
I sent him the link. Kano, baby, if you're on, call in.
Oh my God. Bad stuff. Oh my God. It's so gross. So I just wanted to know because some people have that thing like, I need this. And if you can't do it, we can't be together. And I just.
What if like a guy just could only come in your hair? Like he just had to come in your hair every
I let
time.
him come in.
Yeah, he could come in my.
Every time.
I would be annoying.
It would be
It would be
annoying.
annoying 'cause then
You'd have to wash your hair.
Like, would he actually like? Would he sit with his balls on your face and come on your hair while he's jerking off? Like, or would it be backwards where like?
Well, he could be
your
banging
nose
and
could
pull
go
it
up
out.
his scruff, you know.
You know, however he chooses to finish.
Hair.
You know, it doesn't matter.
However he chooses to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm listening to him because you know what? Don't get any fucking ideas.
Well,
all
now
right,
you
later.
said it's
Like,
okay.
you know, Jess, I want to just come in your hair. And I'm going to go, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm just
washed
spitballing
it.
ideas, you know? I'm just spitballing ideas.
I would be like, look, let's lay a towel over my head. Come on the towel. We could pretend it's my head, and then I don't have to wash my hair.
I have this thing where I want you to bang me, but be facing towards my feet and suck on my big toe
While I'm
you're fucking
banging.
you. Yes, yes. That's my new fetish.
I'm not sucking your toe.
It's what I love now. This is life now.
He says to me, we're watching this this fucking, what was it, baby? What was it?
Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox? What is
Yeah.
it?
Dewey Cox, Walk Hard. The
Walk
Dewey
hard.
Cox
Yes,
story.
yes. Walk hard. Okay.
It's with John C. Reilly where he's the musician and he goes through his whole life.
I
It's a
posted
comedy
it on my
movie.
story today. He was about to walk in and he was gonna have sex and he did like this fucking horse like
Yeah.
like when he walked in trotting, it was fucking hysterical. But
Like he does it out of nowhere. Like it's not like he didn't come in trotting. He just like kind of stops
like
and
he was sticking
pushes
his feet out. No, he was
and
going like this with his feet.
Yeah, doing horse sounds.
Hysterical. So anyway, in the movie, this guy was pissed off, right? And he said to, who did he say it to? Oh, fuck you in hell.
Wasn't it Tim Meadows when they were leaving the band?
Yes, and he's like, oh, fuck you in hell.
Yeah.
And we're watching this, and all of a sudden, here comes Rocky, and he looks at me because I could feel his face look at me in the bed, and I'm like, and he goes, it's probably hot. And I went, what? He goes, you see what I did there? It's probably hot. And I'm like, oh, you know, babe, I didn't think about that. might be hot in hell.
Exactly. I
But
know
he
I work
thought
up
that
quite
it
the
was fun.
sweat, even in a regular air-conditioned room.
He thought that it was something. I'm not gonna lie. He was like, "You see what I did there?" Like he had the eyebrows up. Like, you see me right now? And I'm like, we're already just
Because it's a double entendre, you know? It could be hot the sex.
whammy.
But it's also hot because you're in hell. See what I did?
See how and you see how he like explains. He's like, you know what I do there? You know, like, or his this is his save all. We have an argument or like a tiff, or I'm annoyed because he's laying on the couch and I'm like, can you help me fold? And he gives me a face and I'll be like, you don't want to help me fold? And he'll come up by me just to be like funny, and he'll rub his arm like on my chest and go, whammy, whammy. I just did that, whammy. Like touch my.
Excuse me,
and I'm like,
whammy.
you know, I can't be angry anymore. He's trying to get me not angry, so he's always doing these funny things. So he thought he was a comedian. I just felt like maybe we should share it. I didn't.
You have to know how to break a mood when you're with this one.
Are you done? How to break a mood? Go fuck yourself. So, speaking of corny ass fucking jokes, right? So Anna's got a boyfriend, my daughter's boyfriend. He's a nice guy, really nice guy. I really do enjoy him. He's super funny. But I joke around with the kids all the time, you know, and they'll say things to each other, and I'm like, you guys are fucking corny. So he turns around and he starts laughing, and I'm like, why the fuck are you laughing? And he was like, oh, nothing. And I'm like,
Something
why
fucking
were you
funny,
fucking
dude?
laughing? And he was like, I was just going to say, don't starch with me.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, you're so corny. So he goes, don't starch with me. And he goes, I thought it was funny. And I was like, it wasn't.
You know what you should have done? You should have spit in his face and
Don't
been like,
starch
get out
with
of
me.
my
And
house.
I'm looking at him like going, you fucking millennials.
Remember in UHF when he walks up to the little kid and he's like, what's your name? And the kid just goes,
Yes.
exactly what you should have done to him.
No, I just looked at him and I'm like, why are you laughing? Because I'm like, you cornballs. And he's going, like as if he knew something I didn't know. And I wanted to know. So as soon as he says that, I was like, really? And he's laughing. I'm like, it wasn't funny.
You wouldn't get it, Mrs. Lalumia.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I wouldn't understand, right? I wouldn't get it. Just make up fucking bullshit. These kids don't know anything. They make up words like Rocky and his steez, you know?
Steez is a real
Oh
word.
no. What is with this
It's a popular
word?
song.
Yeet. What the hell?
I
What?
never heard that one. I don't know
That
that.
says it all the time. I'm like, what is that? What is
I
yeet?
don't know.
That's like the new, what's the other word they fucking say all the time? Like, what does that even mean?
No,
I'm
they
like,
abbreviate everything. Well, at least Anna's generation.
yeah, but
They
before,
abbreviated
before
everything.
them, like, I mean, besides the fact that they dance moves that they wiggle their arms around, look like a fucking weirdo.
They dance like Fortnite characters.
Oh my God,
Oh my god, like that. This like the new running.
the new
Man?
one. Well, what about the one they
I
go like
don't know.
this with their
Yeah.
hands? I'm like, first of all, no, I don't know. I when I dance, I mean, sometimes I have my hands up, you know, like this, but to go like this the whole dance, like this with their arms, like this.
It's like those weird trap
I'm like,
dancers.
what the fuck is that? We were doing the butterfly.
You ever see the video of the weird trap dancers under the bridge?
No.
Where they're all dressed in like gas masks and neon dreadlocks, and they play that type of music. You know that? crazy
No.
fucking-
Wait, do that again. How is it?
No, I'm not doing it again.
Oh, I thought.
You know the music I'm talking about. That fucking loud trap music garbage. You never seen the videos of those kids fucking dancing around? Let me see if I can pull it up.
No, but yeah. So I like look at these kids and I don't understand. Like I told Anna, I'm like, do you know how to do like the butterfly or the Spanish salsa or anything? And she's just like, no, I can do this. And they go with their arms. It's everything. I'm like, move your hips, your legs, you get that little groove in there, wiggle it around.
That. I think one of my kids showed me that.
Let me see if I can.
Terrible.
What?
Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Maybe this one.
Boop boop.
No, that's our YouTube. We don't want that.
I don't know. It just is so weird. I look at these dances and I go, back in the day, it was like, cotton candy, sweet as gold, let me see your tootsie roll. To the tootsie roll, right? And they go, to the left.
Well, here, I'll show you,
Left.
Jess. So at least you could see, right?
Yeah.
Your headphones on? Put your headphones on.
Oh. These are under, what are they called?
This is like
The
trap
Undercover
music,
Dragons?
right? What they dance to is like trap music.
Oh, I don't know. I thought trap music was
Let me hear
Oh,
it.
that's a form of rap. This is
techno.
no, but it's called something.
Can they hear it on the show?
Yeah,
They just
can
can't
hear
see it?
They
Okay.
can't. They know this video.
Oh.
Everybody, watch.
Look at his ponytail.
Now, there's kids dressed in like gas masks. They're all wearing black, by the way. They have some of them have lights attached to them, even though it's broad daylight.
Oh, kind of like techno, but grunge techno,
like freak techno.
Right. Freak
Like,
or goth
industrial.
techno. Yes.
Industrial.
Okay, industrial. Okay.
Here we go. Look at this guy.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Look, see, that's it. What?
Look at the one standing there. He's like, I think I made a bad decision being here. He's like,
Oh my God.
but this one's like, I need to rethink my life. Like, look at these people. Look at her.
It's all hands. Like, see, it's like this is everything. Their arms. I'm like, what the?
Are they? So what? They look
Look at him.
fucking...
Look at how serious
He's
he is.
so serious
He's
about
so
it.
fuck. Yo, you
He's
gotta
the
grab the
ringleader.
camera. You got to.
He's the ringleader of it. No, they know this video.
This is
Even if
fucking
not, go back to
hysterical.
it. But he's the ringleader.
Look at him. Look.
You can tell he takes it very
He's at
fucking
it. Yeah, right. His face is
seriously.
like, this is the club scene.
Yeah, he is like, are you fucking
Now
kidding
we're
me?
breaking it down.
If anyone fucks around tonight,
Look at this guy.
yeah,
Look at his pants.
he can't do the arm things. He's not doing the arm thing.
He's doing the
though.
leg things. I've had the leg things.
Either way,
Look at those two girls in green.
just awful. Just awful. You know, you hate.
Look
to
at
see
his
it.
hips.
You hate to see.
He just
that.
started doing this. Get the fuck. I can't.
Look, then it stops.
Yes, they're having fun.
There's one chick there.
At the same
There's
time.
one girl
What
there.
bridge is this? Is this by us? Can we go drive by there?
I don't know, but
Can we drive by there?
Why
I just want to
anyone
get out
would
for a
do
second
this.
and be like, can you guys do this?
I hate that. I hate that.
The butterfly?
No, that
Oh,
we just saw.
What they were doing?
Imagine you're driving by and you've seen that.
I would pull over.
Yeah, I would have to.
I would pull over and I would have to just watch for a minute.
I'd get out and dance with
Richie would engage them.
Richie
Like he would walk up and start asking
would be like,
questions.
look, guys, I'm looking for a new set of friends. So maybe we could be friends and hang out.
No,
Like,
but he would like act like he's into what they're doing.
Yeah, he would.
To learn about
yeah,
it. Like
he would.
he's that type of asshole.
He's inquisitive.
Yeah, but he's
He's gonna go. I'm doing an article right now for my school paper.
I know there's an underlining dickhead about it.
I'm doing
What he's
a
doing.
paper for my school. A paper I need to write down. So on
This is
paper,
interesting. So
that's
you
what I
guys get
write.
together what? Like every Tuesday?
That's what I do.
All
I write
right.
this down. Yeah,
It's really cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be here. We'll tape record you and hang out.
What do you guys call this music?
Everybody's hanging out and having
I'm
a great
digging it,
time.
man.
It's just a great time here. Oh my god, it's so funny because like my ducks were in the backyard.
Could you imagine Richie dressed like one of them?
I would fucking
That would be my
lose
greatest day
mind.
ever.
I would spray paint his head black again. Instead of his beard, I'll do his whole head. We
that'd be
need
so
to find out
awesome.
if there's a group somewhere on Long Island that we can roll through.
But like and dance that way with
Let's
them?
just roll through and get like a head cam.
And we'll all just goth it out.
Bum like this.
To be friends with those people though back
So was I. I'm not saying there's
I
anything wrong with it.
wasn't.
I dressed like that. I loved raves. I went to raves. I told you I was into ecstasy.
I like
I'm
chicks
just
and hanging out with
saying,
those
under
type
a
of guys.
bridge. It's under the bridge that's got me.
That's not a rave. That's them with like a boombox
They're
going.
under a bridge.
All right, we don't want to be seen.
We
And
used to hang out behind 7-Eleven.
Oh no, I never did that.
Back there.
Dirtbag. I never did
Yeah,
that. Dirtbag.
I didn't hang out under a bridge.
Yeah, never.
Well, I hung out under some bridges.
I never hung out in all those places. I was not out like
I
that.
smoked a blunt or two underneath the bridge over here.
We would do. We'd all chill back there and just pass the
Over there.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you
Oh,
go up
no.
on the embankment and then you just sit up there and you just burn.
No, I could never do those things, and I didn't do those things because I wasn't allowed to.
Oh.
So, you know, it wasn't until I moved out at 16, even when I was out, and then I got fucking pregnant. You know, who wanted to hang out with me? I mean,
Not
but they
me.
knew I put out. But up.
She's the worst when she's pregnant. Count
Oh my
me out.
god! Fuck you. No, but for really though, and I think that was it's pretty interesting to see. So that's something. That
What
they
is
do
this
now.
called? Just put in kids dancing under bridge and it'll pop up. It's literally the first video. They're all wearing black. They look like goth kids.
It's just it's very interesting. And again, I'm not making fun. I dressed like that, and I don't give a shit what people wear. It's just funny that they're under a bridge, broad daylight. It's not even
yeah.
dark out. Like it's a fucking bright day, and they're
And
fucking.
they're wearing
dancing
glow sticks and
under a
shit,
bridge.
though,
Glow
too.
sticks, yeah.
But it's their intensity. Yeah, but they're not smiling. Their intensity, they're like angry.
That guy's
doing it.
face was like he was about to take a shit.
Yeah, they're so mad
he
doing
was
it.
so like.
He didn't look happy.
And he
He
turns
looked
around like
angry.
he looks at you like this.
He was concentrating.
Yeah, something holding in a fart.
Fucking Chris Brown beats up women and he's smiling while he's dancing. Dancing's a happy thing.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shouldn't
That's so fucked
shouldn't
up.
be angry or sad dancing. Do you imagine dancing?
Hangry.
You're just sad.
No.
That's weird.
No, what?
Or angry either. Like, why are they so angry? They look so mad.
I have no
Maybe because
idea.
they're dancing under a fucking bridge.
And do.
Reevaluate your life, dude. You're
I have
sitting
no
under
idea.
a bridge
you
with
know,
fucking
it's-
black gloves on, and it's fucking
Well, they
summer.
look like they're older. They don't look like young kids. Well, they look maybe like
The
they're
ringleader
20s,
looked
but-
like he was in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
He's probably the cool one because he's older and he can buy him beer and shit.
Oh my god.
So, but he's like, hey guys, we're not doing that dance anymore, all right?
I think it is.
We're not
going
going to do that one anymore. Philip used to do it. We kicked him out of here. Fuck Philip.
We don't do
So we're
that.
not doing that dance anymore.
You know what? That's so fucking funny. He says that because it's true, and he probably was like, you know what? And I would like everybody to just calm down for a second. A moment of silence for the loss.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can go. Boom, 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 boom. You know,
This
like,
one's for... there was a funeral.
what? Get the fuck out of here.
I have to pull this one up.
All right. So while you're pulling that up, I want to talk about something. And so when you guys go to sex shops, like when you go to a sex shop and you're with your husband, like Rocky and I go and get lingerie and whatever. So when you go to these sex shops and stuff and you see like I'm there with my husband, and what if I wanted to get like a little vibrator or like a little toy or a little dildo or something, and then I'm walking around carrying these things because it's stuff that I like to play with, but I'm going, I get nervous like when I see other people, like they're going to judge me. So like I always...
They're in the same place.
I know. But most of the time people go in there like, I'm here for gag gifts. This is not for real. I go in there for real stuff because I love stuff. I love cock rings. Those are like my favorite things to get him, and I'll get him all different types of cock rings. I do like the cock
Let me
ring
see
thing.
if I can bring this one up.
Please try.
I'm going to.
So, but what I'm saying is, we were there like a couple weeks ago, and there were these two girls at the counter giggling and
keeps
laughing,
coming
like
up.
there was like a
Hold
party
on.
they were doing,
This is why.
And here I am holding a 3-choice size cock ring thing, and I got lubrication in my hand, and I got a fucking vibrator that I wanted in my hand, and I'm like, do I hold it out? Do I I mean, I'm a very outspoken person, but in front of people like that, I get very, I don't know, like,
listening to you even say this right now.
like you think about it, right? So if they see me holding these things, you immediately get like a graphic image of what it would be like to be using that thing. Don't you think like that? If I see someone holding that, I'm like, oh, I could totally see you fucking that thing. Because you think of, or they see.
I wouldn't be looking at what everybody else has in their arms or their basket or whatever, because I'd be just too focused on what I'm there for.
I guess you're right, and I guess you're right in a sense, but I totally feel like people look at me when I'm searching for this stuff, and I'll even ask questions to the people at the store so that I don't feel uncomfortable.
That's what I did too. Like I was just there a couple weeks ago. I had no shame. I was like, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Show me what's the best one.
Oh yeah. Oh, you always want the best one. I mean, I'm not fucking around. I got the dopest little lipstick from there, and it takes a AAA battery, and it's like this big. It's the smallest thing, but just for the quick vibration, if I'm like, I want to get one off quick, you just pull out lipstick out. It's like, oh, I'm driving. No, I'm not. Oh my God.
Where'd you get that? I think I need to go.
I got it at Expressions. It was there. It's a little lipstick. It's fucking cute. And it's black and like looks like, open up, it's a black and red lipstick.
I think you and I are gonna have to do a little shopping excursion this week.
Oh, I think we should actually. I have a gift certificate from my brother. Thank you very much for my birthday gift. He got me a nice row of anal beads and a gift certificate to the sex shop. I was like, thank you. He goes, you could tell Rocky. I said, you're welcome.
Okay.
I was like, ah, shit.
Here we go.
Play it.
1, 2, 3. Move your feet.
This is a funeral.
Feel the beat. 1, 2, 3. Fuck me. 1, 2, 3. Dance
Yes,
with me.
this is a funeral.
3. Move your feet. 1, 2, 3. Feel the beat. 1.
Look at that guy.
Oh my God.
It's like the Predator.
Like I wonder if like that,
Maybe it was like one of their last wishes or something. I don't know. Maybe that's like
maybe it was a
Maybe
friend.
it's like their version of the bagpipes.
But I'm saying, like, yeah, no, I'm saying you're absolutely right. But maybe that's a way of they're saying goodbye. Maybe that was their friend in
Yeah,
there.
but you have
know what
to
I
think
mean?
of their family. Their family is
I would
grieving.
certainly
Do you
hope
think
that, they
that?
would talk to the
Family
before
first and say we want to
doing
do this.
something like
Well,
that.
They
obviously.
had gas masks on.
But
I mean,
like,
what were they afraid of breathing in? The spirits? You know, they say when you go to the cemetery that sometimes you can pick up spirits. And the spirits are swimming around and they're in the air and they're just swimming around.
I once caught the Holy Spirit there once.
You did.
Yep,
And
right
then
in
I
the
blew you.
keister. Right in the keister.
Oh, you say in the keister, I said, and then I blew you. That's the way we fucking talk.
Right in the keister.
I just feel like at this point in time, we need to understand that everybody likes to have a little fun.
Yeah. Who
And
doesn't?
don't go to the cemeteries late at night because they'll be hot for spirits.
That's right. And don't dance on graves.
Don't dance on the grave.
They just danced on a grave. They're cursed.
They say that you can't breathe when you drive by because then the spirits go inside of you. And everybody wants everything inside of them now.
That's right.
Why does everything have to be inside?
That
Or maybe
is
I like it
right.
on a little bit on the outside.
I had something quick.
Give it to me.
7 phrases you didn't know were sexist. I just like I get it. I understand where it stems from, but once it becomes just like a phrase type thing, why can't it just be?
Yeah, I just don't know about going back in time and trying
It's
to
like
change things.
this is called.
Further, yes,
hold up.
we need to
But
change
this is
things.
called
but
a wife beater, right? Everyone
Yeah.
calls it a wife beater. It
Yeah.
stems from Italian men who used to beat their wives while they would wear these tank tops.
yeah.
Some people a few years ago, I remember, were like, "Stop calling it wife beater," but people still do.
Meow.
Go ahead.
I'm just joking with
No, you go ahead.
But it's true. There are those. Give me the phrases, baby. I was just playing
You
with
do
you.
it.
How many times are you gonna say meow, meow without somebody noticing? They done Super Trooper
I don't
Cougars.
have time for this.
You do it. What do you mean you have time for this? This is the
do
type
not
of
have
fucking
time
show
for
we
this.
do. You don't have time for this? No.
Nope. I'm professional. If you're gonna act unprofessional,
Well, being that this is my show and you are a co-host on my
yeah,
show,
you should
I
act a little
decide
appropriate.
how inappropriate I will
You should
be.
act a little appropriate. The first one is wearing the pants in a relationship.
What someone's saying, like, oh, who wears the pants?
Like when you
Like
say
the man is
like
the one-
Why is that sexist?
because the man typically wore the pants back in the day.
I don't know what household they're in.
Well, back in the day when wives stayed home and were housewives, the men wore the pants and went to work.
Oh,
That's
well,
why
I
it's
wear
sexist.
pants and I go to work and I'm the
All
housewife.
women wear pants. It's a stupid thing to even be upset about. Who gives a shit?
Next one.
Here's the next one. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride implies a person's goal should be marriage. No, it implies that, I'm not married yet and all my friends are.
I guess so. I mean, I don't.
Like, this is when people just look for shit to get angry about and write articles about it. Telling someone to grow a pair implies a weakness that's tied to gender. Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, I don't.
That's not fucking horrible. Come on.
No, it's not. Man up. And you say it to your son.
I do. I tell him,
I
"Man
never
the fuck
say.
up."
I never say grow a pair to a female.
No, of course not. I would tell my kids though, like, get it together, get your fucking shit together. That's
Because
what I say.
are we now implying that men shouldn't be men?
No, we're not applying.
Like,
that.
what's wrong with being a man? Nut up, be a man.
Right? No, you're right. That's what it means. Man up.
But apparently, there's something wrong with being a man. One of the guys, meaning one of the guys, like she's one of the guys.
Yeah.
It's upholds some sexist stereotypes. In some cases, when a woman is called one of the guys, it's because she enjoys engaging in stereotypically masculine activities like participating in sports or playing video games. Yeah, because typically those are male activities.
So if I said, like I say about me, well, I was growing up, I'm a tomboy, and Anna's tomboyish. So what does that mean? I'm being sexist?
I guess.
That's fucking stupid.
I guess. Here's one of my favorites. Boys will be boys.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Well, it limits people of all genders.
Boys will be boys, girls will be girls, people will be people, humans will be humans.
Yeah, but, boys will be boys is just, it's an excuse for boys.
You're so fucking quiet, but you got a puss on your face. Open your fucking mouth. Say it. Don't spray it.
You're such a dick.
But the boys will be boys thing is an excuse to let boys, act a little rambunctious and get away with
That
it.
I agree with.
I mean, I guess I just don't think of it that much.
Boys will be boys is a bullshit excuse.
No, it's an
No.
bullshit excuse. I mean, boys will be boys. That's the same thing as saying, a dog's going to be a fucking dog.
And girls being catty and shitty is girls being girls.
Right. But I don't see why that's offensive or anything.
Where's being called catty?
But the grow up hair thing, I wouldn't say.
Grow a pair. I mean,
I would tell.
it's just a classless remark. I mean, it's just a gross sounding remark. I mean, listen, you
again,
ball hair.
It's
that's the same. It doesn't
another
sound
guy
like,
saying it to another guy.
I know that, but again, like people are taking it so one-sided. I mean, as a joke, like you just sometimes say things. It's not like intentional to be like grow a pair because I know you don't have any and you fucking wish you did. Like, I mean, come on, that's what you think people would assume, but that's not what you would mean.
Here's the one,
That's harsh.
and here's another one I can disagree with, and I can tell you why. The term friend zone has been used to shame women for turning down someone's romantic advances.
That's
not in all
See, I don't
situations.
think that's sexist because it can go the same way.
For a girl or a guy.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes.
but typically,
Men can friend zone
yes, but
women.
it's typically
Absolutely.
signified with women. Like,
Yeah, but
I
you know
hear
what,
that
though?
term mostly associated with women. But here's the thing: in some of those cases, that women is leading the guy on to think maybe down
Right,
the
and
road
then because they're taking
there
advantage.
could be something.
There
but,
are some people
yeah.
like that. But for the most part, I mean, when you're a friend, you're a friend. I've had many people that were friends of mine that were friends as kids and then tried when I was older. And it's just, you don't do that with certain people because you're not, they're your friends or whatever.
Here's one: man up. Telling someone to man. No,
said man
we
up.
said no. That was
We were just talking
Grow a
about the
pair.
whole grow a pair.
yeah. And man up came up, and it's funny because it's on here. Seems to imply that all men are tough and strong.
Well, why is that bad?
What's wrong with that?
Why is it bad to say man up?
Men shouldn't be tough and strong, I guess.
I wouldn't say to Anna, woman up. But I mean, man up, I would say to anybody. Like, man's in woman.
I say it to my
Well,
son.
now, can I ask you why would you tell a guy to man up but not say to a woman up?
Woman up sounds stupid.
Yeah, because
I would
it
just
sounds
say,
stupid.
it sounds ridiculous. Like, woman up. I would just say, man up,
Like,
bro.
put your big girl panties on.
Yeah, I say that too. Put your big girl pants on.
There you go. No one's got a problem with that.
It's like, put your big boy pants on. What if
Just
they
make
wear
up
small
your own
pants?
thing.
Now you're really assuming the fucking pant size.
But why can't they just make up their own thing and have a rebuttal? Like, if you don't like man up, then come up with something that women can use and use it.
What would I say?
I don't care.
Asparagus.
I don't care because like this, but
wrong with
but,
Asparagus is
but
my
just
new word.
like neither
that
one of you
means-
would ever say grow a pair or man up to somebody.
If I say asparagus, everybody gets insulted because now I'm just talking about everybody. Asparagus.
yeah,
That's how ridiculous sometimes these things sound. Like, dude, come on. Can we just all fucking just
no,
be?
nope. Everyone wants to be angry about something.
I don't want to be angry. I just want to talk about sex.
See, I guess because of my situation, that's why I wouldn't say something like that. But I mean, that's kind of like totally different.
I got a good one to switch it up for a second. Sex needs to be talked about.
It's my favorite topic.
It is mine too. So let's see. Let me see what you guys think about this. 3 cows, a chicken. No, I'm kidding. No. Can you imagine I've just come up with this whole fucking
I'm
story?
in.
3 cows and a chicken so far. We don't know what else we're joining in there.
Yeah.
We don't know what else is joining in there. No, what is your favorite orgasm when it comes to sex? Are you a penetration, a vibration? Are you a sensual, like, sucking on titties kind of person, or touching? What gets you off? What's your thing?
I love penetration. It depends on the position, though. For me personally, when it comes to penetration, it's more when he's on top, and it's like the angle that it's in.
I just won't put up with that.
See, okay, now I feel like when I'm on top, I get all benefits because I'm controlling the movements, or doggy style, and I'll play with my clit while he fucks me.
But I feel like for some reason I just
You got to play with your clit in the front.
come that way.
You got to get that little lipstick, and you put it in the front like this, and brrr, and it gives you the vibration you need. Because they don't hit it from the back unless their balls are
But
swinging and
it
fucking.
depends on my mood because I love being on top too. Because I can control it, but I don't know. I feel like I have to be in a more forceful, like.
Yeah, when it's like when I'm done, I'm tired, or I came already and it's his turn, I just turn over, I bend over, and then I'll just play with my clit because it actually just grips everything up and he can't take longer than a couple minutes back there. It's that good. What's yours favorite?
Having my dick played with. Any way, pussy, mouth, hand, I just, whatever.
Just play with it however.
Yeah, coming is awesome. I don't care where it goes. What fun.
And that's my husband, guys.
Yeah, that's every guy, though, honestly.
Not necessarily. Some guys say, I really like a blowjob to come. Some guys really like to fuck to come. Some guys really like anal to come. I'm asking what you really
just
like.
Coming in general.
Anywhere.
But inside you, typically, is my favorite.
That is his favorite. I try to tell him, come on my tits, and he's like, I can't take it out. I don't take this out. I can't take it out.
As long as it's visual. So, yeah, I'm a Joey. Like, I'm a visual and audio type of person. I like to hear, certain things, and I like to see.
Talking. I like talking in his ear, or like I'll get really close and I'm like in his very ear, like.
She just breathes like that kid from Hey Arnold behind you.
No, I don't.
And I look at her and I'm like, can you not do that?
Oh my God. Half the time I'm like,
All
Rocky,
right,
shut up. He's like,
Jason.
oh my God, Jessica.
She's like Michael Myers waiting in the wing.
We roll reverse. I play that like stalker in the window. I'm like, you want it?
No, but visual is key. As far as I agree with Joey big time. Visual is key.
I do like visual. We have mirrors on each side of our bed, and our mirrors are like from ceiling to floor. Yeah. And they're about like
they're like three,
they're like this wide.
2.5, 3 feet wide.
So you can see, like when I'm bent over, he sees my entire side profile.
I've done it before with like mirrors on the ceiling.
Yeah, and if I get on top too, he'll catch me looking in the back, watching myself in the mirror. I'm like, ooh, I'm so vain. I'm checking out my ass. He goes, you see how hot you are? And I'm like, yes.
When you're cutting my hair?
Oh my God, I totally look at myself while I'm cutting people's hair. Because you're like talking, and as I'm talking, I'm looking at myself because I'm making sure I don't look stupid as I'm combing and shit. So one time we're sitting there, and Nicole's like, look, I want to just say something. She's like, like I noticed you always look at yourself instead of me when we're talking. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so vain. I just stare at myself while I'm talking. And so for every one of my clients, now I mention it. Like, look, I'm sorry if you notice me looking at myself. It was pointed out to me from one of my best friends. Of course, she had to tell me. And so now I notice that I do.
Did you ever do it in a graveyard, Joey wrote?
No.
No way.
No, it's such a sacred place. No. No.
That's from Colo and The Godfather and Bobby D and Raging Bull, wife beaters. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never, I don't know. Where is the strangest?
I've done that.
Rocky and I, our first 2 or 3 years together, taped almost every single time we had sex on our phones, and then we would watch it back after we were done and laugh at ourselves. I'd be like, oh my God, look at my face. And he's like, oh my God, look at my face. Look at what I did. And it's hysterical. We look at it. But we never kept it because we have kids.
Yeah, and you don't anymore.
And like they always touch our phones and shit. And plus half the time we can't be wild unless they're not home. What?
Is that your cat?
Bella. Someone's locked down here.
Bella.
She's got to be let upstairs. She's probably at the door upstairs.
No, she's...
At the door upstairs.
She's in there. She's in the back thing. No, she's coming out of Val's door. Look, she's right there. What do you want? Anyway, guys, it's actually getting late, and I'm going to go. But on that note, guys, listen...
Tape yourselves.
Tape. I love taping
you
myself.
You learn from it. You go, all right, I need to switch that up a little bit. If I didn't have kids, we probably would have like a webcam. I'm not kidding, because that's how much we like to have sex. And I don't care who watches us. I really don't. It actually turns me on a little bit. So, but
I like the thought of the possibility
that somebody could catch you. I'm like more the obvious, like, that's right. No, this is what we fucking getting.
Jamaica, we went into a room where people are specifically around you fucking.
There was like 30 couples fucking around us. And I legit, I'm not saying this just because I think I'm hot. Every single person at one point stopped and stared at me while I was fucking him. And I'm on top too. So I'm looking and I could see them look. It's dark. There's candles. I could see them looking at me. It was so hot. Like watching them fuck somebody and look at me was hot, because the guys are on top, the girls are laying down. All of them were staring, like looking. I'm like, I can't even stand this. This is amazing. I
enjoyed that thoroughly.
I'm like really hot right now, actually, thinking about it. Maybe we should go upstairs, baby.
I agree.
I think it's time for me to go.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's time. I think you should go home. I think you should. I mean, I have an idea. Maybe you should just go home first.
Time for the kids to go to bed.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, listen. I really enjoyed doing the show with you guys, and I want to shout out just a few people because I love you. StrengthandSparkle.com for unique makeup. Sweet Temptations by Nikki for all of your baking needs in New York. My amazing, supportive, sexy, and he has a humongous cock. husband.
Word. Shout out Aaron Pavis. You know Aaron Pavis. He's all over Twitter and everything. He said finally caught you guys live, so thank you for checking us out.
Oh, yes, please,
and
thank you.
the sexiest voice in fucking podcasting, Mr. Joey Salvia.
Oh my God, he
That
does have.
bald head.
He
I
is
just
very
wanna
like.
rub oil on that head.
It's so funny because you look at him and you think like a white guy, but he's got like black guy lips. He's got like these.
Well,
big,
he's got a swagger to him too. He's like a smooth motherfucker.
Yeah, he's smooth. I mean, he has a beautiful wife and awesome setup and his great family. Just he has this look to him. I go, he definitely got it back.
And
in
he's
the
got
day.
this voice too. He's got a killer voice.
I'm gonna call in. I was deciding I'm gonna call in Joey and leave a message on the rant line, and I'm gonna try to be really, really sexy. And I'm gonna go, "Hey boys, over
You don't tell him.
Opie Radio."
You don't tell
So
them.
they know that it's me. They're going to know that that's my voice. But I'm going to leave a message, and I want you to play it. And so, yeah, Opie Radio, Joey Salvia, Mike Sappho, and, of course, Carl Ruiz, you fucking motherfucker, Tracy E.B., Cappy, Real, everybody, K, Ride or Dies, NF, everybody who is with us. Josh, I love you. And
Dr. Earl.
Josh left me the most beautiful happy birthday song.
He sang it. We should play it to close
I'm
the
gonna
show.
play to close
We
the
should
show.
play it to close the show.
He sang to me for my birthday, and let me tell you something about Josh. He is like legit the sweetest man. He is a sweet, sweet man, sweet, hairy, huge man who walks around getting food and talking about places. He's a really.
And he takes pictures of his face of what he's doing.
He's the
and
best.
It's typically the same face in every picture. So I don't know if he's angry walking or happy, or if he's angry at Dave and Buster's or happy, or
Yeah, it's definitely
it's always the same expression.
He's like, here I am, just letting you know.
Yep.
I ate a burger at Wop Wops and
love him.
love him. Yeah. So let me see. Hold on, I gotta get this.
I believe he's like half Korean.
No.
Or something like that.
Who?
Yeah.
Where is he? He wasn't even in the chat room.
Yeah, he's probably slinging that dick around fucking Pigeon Forge.
Hold on. I can't hear it. Well, I want to play. All right.
You have
hold
Bluetooth on?
on. Wait. No, my volume is up. Hold on. I'm gonna get it because it needs to be out there. That's how amazing
I
he
sure
is.
hope
Did
so.
X out of the show on your?
Yes, I did.
Are you in Instagram messages?
No, I'm in the messages. Yes.
Well,
I'm trying to do it, and sometimes it
can I see it?
Yes, you can. And if you could play it on your side. Hi, Bella. What? Do you want to go upstairs? We got to play this, guys, and then we're going to let you go. You really need to hear
I
it.
lost Josh.
Go
I had to back out.
Well, he's right, like number 6 or 7.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
So anyway, my birthday, it was always a tough time, and it was nice. I woke up. I had this message in my in bin.
Yeah, it's because that's only turning up your ringtone.
No, I have the media
The
on.
media is up. That's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, maybe
Hold on, let me see something.
What? No, wait.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
No.
It's not. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm really sad because it was a super sweet
Maybe we'll have it next week.
message, and I really appreciate that, Josh. So again, to everybody who
Quit
comes,
hitting on my wife, Josh.
What?
What? Quit hitting on my wife, Josh.
Oh, he's not hitting on me. He just calls me the perfect 10 all the time. He's a super sweet guy that just is like a super fan, and we appreciate it.
Gotta watch out everywhere for people trying to take my lady.
That's not true. Nobody could take me away from you, baby.
I don't know. That Josh is one handsome fella.
Wait, what if it would be? Let's see. I think I got it.
No, I don't think you do.
I didn't.
All right. So
Yeah,
we'll move
we're
on
going to
from
sign
that.
off, guys. Shut up. Don't you move me on.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We will see you guys next Tuesday. Go follow Rocky Sus on Instagram, Super Ugly Show, and JRabbit55 on Twitter. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.